Ho, 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 and a Merry post-Christmas to you all. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. It's kind of like, I would like to say it's the end of the holiday season, but it's really not the end of the holiday season. We are welcomed by Doodle, the Prince of Dogness himself. Hi, Doodle. Merry Christmas, Doodle. Come on up. Come on up, Doodle. Come on up. Here we go. It's Christmas, Doodle. It's post-Christmas, Doodle. Doodle, say hi. Doodle, everybody, which looks like two people, but that's okay. Hey, Tom is here. Well, strap my face to the side of a hog and roll me in mud. Howdy there. That must be cousin Cletus filling in for Tom, old guy in Colorado. Welcome, Tom. Good to see you post-Christmas. Hope your Christmas was wonderful. Hope everyone's Christmas was wonderful. As long as we're talking about holidays, this is the holiday season, so I know some people get upset when you don't say Merry Christmas, but Happy Holidays incorporates Merry Christmas. So, you know, if somebody says Happy Holidays, Christmas is in there. But also is Hanukkah. Although this year Hanukkah was really early. So Hanukkah was, I think, Hanukkah started at the end of November this year. So it didn't kind of run into Christmas like it usually does. But then we had Saturnalia. We had, what else did we have? We had Festivus. And then today is the first day of Kwanzaa. So it is Kwanzaa starts on December 26th, runs till January 1st. So it's the first day of Kwanzaa. So you can still celebrate. There's still holidays to celebrate. So hey, happy Kwanzaa, Adam. Hey, Stephen Olier. Am I saying your name right? Olier, welcome. So it is almost the 2 days after Christmas for you, but welcome and thank you for joining us. Doodle is totally freaking out here. Let me bring him up here just so that he can calm down a little bit. I think he might calm down a little bit. I think he wants to come up here, but that's okay. It is also National Candy Cane Day. Well, I'm glad, Tom. I'm glad because we got you covered. So we're doing some candy canes today. Of course, not ordinary candy canes because that's not how we roll. I am not going to do the run through, and nor did I post pictures of what we're going to snack on today. And part of the reason I'm doing that is because there's just so much stuff, right? And some of the stuff I didn't know what we'd have because it was going to be stuff that maybe I got for Christmas. So there's a lot of stuff to go through. So that I'm not going to do a recap of everything. We're just going to kind of go. I'm counting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10, 11 maybe things. So we're just going to kind of go through them as we go. We will do some trivia, and I've got some Christmas trivia, so that'll be fun. What did Doodle get for Christmas? Mostly toys. He got a cute little sweater. Oh, thank you, Doodle. Yeah, he got a sweater. He got toys. So it was a fun Christmas for Doodle. He got to see his cousin Andy. So Doodle had a good Christmas, I think. We have a blizzard going on here. Oh my God. Couple days late. What a blizzard's always nice, like at Christmas time. But you know, what are you gonna do, right? We had rain. The rain stopped today. It's sunny out. Tomorrow, 97% chance of rain. So rain's coming back. It's not bad if you can't get snow. Doodle, you're not eating tamales. You're not eating tamales. It's not gonna happen. Hey, Janice is in the room. Welcome, Janice. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Let's see. What did I miss? Anything? Pronunciation not the worst. I suppose it'd be Oleor. Oleor. Oh, okay. Oleor. We'll do that. Stephen, welcome, and glad you could join us today. So again, today is the first day of Kwanzaa. So for those who don't know what Kwanzaa is, I wrote it down so that I'd be able to tell you correctly. Kwanzaa is an annual celebration of African American culture that is held from December 26th to January 1st, culminating in a communal feast called Karamu, usually held on the 6th day. It was created by Maulana Karenga based on African harvest festival traditions in various parts of Africa, including West and Southeast Africa. Kwanzaa was first celebrated in 1966. So happy first day of Kwanzaa to everybody. And as Tom says, happy National Candy Cane Day. We're not going to start with the candy canes. We have a bunch of stuff to get through. We have a non-alcoholic beverage and we have an adult beverage today. And I think we're going to start. We're going to start before we do anything else. We're going to start with our non-alcoholic beverage, and I'll tell you why momentarily. Do you have any Kwanzaa treats to try today? No, I do not, but we can say that the stuff is kind of generic and not Christmas specific. So let's. I don't know what Kwanzaa treats are. I should do some research into that. And since there's still several days of Kwanzaa left, maybe we'll do a Kwanzaa episode. That'd be cool. Thank you, Adam. I will bring that up. I might enlist your help on that. So if you're aware of any specifically Kwanzaa treats, let me know, please. Send me an email, befood.com. Let me know. That would be cool. So again, it is post-Christmas. It's the day after Christmas. Hope everybody who celebrates Christmas per se had a good Christmas. I hope those who are celebrating holidays are still having an enjoyable holiday. Most people have the day off. Well, I take that back. So it is a Sunday, and I'm sure retail are back to work. This is probably one of the busiest retail days of the year because everybody is exchanging or bringing their gifts back for cash. So I imagine it's a pretty busy day, and there's a lot of people working. It looks like we have about 5 people in the room according to that thing. Maybe a little bit slow for that particular reason, but we'll see. Hey, Samuel Duran in the room. Welcome, Samuel. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. So thank you, Adam. That would be awesome if you could do that. So let's get started. I'm going to give Doodle a treat to keep him placated. In the meantime, so Doodle, Merry Christmas. Here's your snack. There you go. He likes it this time, and he's not running into the other room, so we're good. All right, so we are going to get started. We'll throw in some like Christmas tradition and kind of go. So the first thing that we're going to do is our non-alcoholic beverage, and we made eggnog, but you know how we roll here. We can't just make regular eggnog. We made goatnog. That's right, using goat milk from Summerhill Goat Dairy. Where is Summerhill Goat Dairy? It is in Hanford, California. Not sure where that is. So here's what we're going to do. Because I made eggnog with goat milk, I'm going to try the goat milk first by itself. Goat milk typically can have like a little bit of a sour taste. This is pasteurized, so maybe it doesn't. I will tell you that the best milk I ever had in my life came directly out of a goat. So my friend Anshu, he had a goat on his farm that he was milking for goat milk, and on his ranch. And he said, "Hey, do you want some goat milk?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Put your head down there." Just squirted the goat milk right in my mouth. The best milk. It was kind of like it was warm because it was like goat body temperature milk right out of the goat. It was probably the best milk I ever had in my life. It was really, really good. Donna Lauderdale is in the room. Well, Donna Lauderdale is in the room. Welcome, Donna. Donna, I don't recognize your name. I'm not sure if you've been here before. Have you been in the room before? So tell us where you're from. Tell us what brings you to the room, or tell us that you were here once before and I forgot who you were, and I'm ashamed. Now, when you tell us where you're from, you don't have to give us like street address or anything like that. Just like the closest metropolitan city, maybe. And welcome everybody. Please give Donna Lauderdale a warm and hearty Trippy food welcome. All right, I had goat milk ice cream. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the goat milk that I had right out of the goat was really it was the best milk I'd ever had. So I'm going to do a shot of goat milk, and we're going to see, we'll see if it tastes like just like the goat milk. Again, this is pasteurized, so I don't know, might not taste like the goat milk that I had before right out of the goat. So we'll see. No, it doesn't. It's not as rich. I think they separate the fat, they separate the cream from it and everything. So it's kind of milky. Nothing that stands out and everything. I think I like it just right out of the goat with the milk fat and all that other stuff in it as well. But we did make a goat eggnog, and we are going to do that first. That's the first thing we're going to do. So if you want to make your own eggnog, as opposed to buying store-bought eggnog, it's relatively simple. You start with the eggs. You use egg yolk. You mix in sugar. Now, the recipe called for almost half as much sugar as you're going to put cream in there, and that seemed to me a little excessive. So I cut that way down. I don't know if it's there for a reason, like to kind of hold things together or something. I don't know, but I didn't want to use that much sugar. So I cut the sugar amount down a little bit. You kind of whisk the egg yolks and the sugar together, And on the stove, you heat up the milk and you heat up the cream. It's about half as much cream as you're using milk. Heat that up on the stove, put nutmeg in there, and then you slowly add it to the egg, to the mixed egg and sugar mixture. So the thing is, you don't want to add the eggs to the pot on the stove, because what will happen is you will cook the eggs and you'll end up with scrambled eggs as opposed to eggnog. So you slowly add the hot milk to the eggs, mix it up, and then afterwards you just chill it. I put it through the blender a little bit just to make sure that it blends really well, and I added a little bit of extra goat milk at the end of it because I like mine thinner. I don't like it so thick, but that's okay. Yes, been here a few times, found you through Matt, live in Southwest Washington State. I imagine Washington State or Washington, D.C. Which Washington? But welcome, Donna, and I apologize for having forgotten that you'd been here before. But welcome, and glad you could make it today. It smells nice. Okay, looks like nothing too out of the ballpark that's eaten for Kwanzaa. It's mainly like chicken and fruits and vegetables and some soul food. Oh, I love soul food. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just do soul food. We'll do a soul food episode and we'll try to do it before, Kwanzaa ends. There we go. Thank you, Adam. Well, thanks for looking that up. Goat nog, everybody. Goat nog. Obviously, I got that for Christmas. It's not a designer cup. Cheers. Oh, trivia. Let's ask a trivia question. I got plenty of Christmas trivia, so why not, right? All right. Get the cards out. This may not seem like a Christmas trivia question, but it will make sense. The question is, once I turn the card the right side up, the question is, what is the main ingredient for masa? Now, those who don't know what masa is the dough that you use to make tamales. So what is the main ingredient for masa? And I'll give you a clue. It's not corn. Well, it's not corn specifically. All right. So just don't throw out corn there. Washington State. Okay, Donna. Thank you. Looks like okay. We're good. We're caught up. We're good. All right. Let's put that under the Christmas tree, wherever the Christmas tree is. There. I got no space on this desk here. And let's try our goat milk. Our goat nog. That's tasty. It does have like, I don't know, it's kind of a taste. It's more like a texture than a taste. That's really interesting. Kind of sits on your tongue. But I'm getting a lot of foam too, so, because I kind of whipped it a little bit in the blender. That is really good. That's a thumbs way up. That's better than any eggnog I've ever bought in the store. I don't know if it's because of the goat milk or just because I made it from scratch. I don't know. Maybe there's no emulsifiers or anything else like that in there. So yeah, that's a thumbs way up. That's really good. Goat nog, everybody. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Okay, so we asked a question. We got a couple of answers, I think. Let's see. Adam had said the main ingredient is dried corn. That is somewhat correct, but I was looking for a little bit more about the processing of that dried corn. Tom, old guy in Colorado, said kumquat and corn mix. That, of course, is correct. That's how a proper tamale is made, but unfortunately, that is not correct. Well, it is correct and it's not. So you get half points, whatever we end up for points. It could be from ground hominy, Janice. That is closer to the correct answer. They're all kind of correct. The answer I was looking for is nixtamal. So nixtamal is that they take corn, they soak it in lye, which makes hominy. They take the hominy, they dry it, they grind it, then they make that into the dough. But that flour that they use is called nixtamal, and that is the main ingredient for masa that you make that you use to make tamales. Making tamales is a very, very long an arduous process, but if you do it right in the long run, it is worth it. By the way, meant to ask you, I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. We are playing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. It's just background music. Can you hear it? Because if you can't hear it, I need to turn up a little bit. It just needs to be in the background, but we don't want it to overpower anything. So how is the volume of the music? Can you even hear it? Let me know. I can turn it up a little bit, or we just leave it alone. Or if it's too loud, I can turn it down. Just let me know, because we want to be in that festive spirit. And have some background stuff. We have some decorations up. I don't know if you can see them. Got a little Christmas tree there. Got this stuff happening here. Got that Christmas tree over there. There's something over there too, but you can't see it. So, Merry Christmas. All right. So let's put that one back in the deck. You can hear it. Okay. And it's not too loud, and it's not too low, right? Okay. So I will go by, if no one else says anything, I will go by what Jana says, and we'll just leave it alone. And Merry Christmas. All right. A lot of stuff to go through. So some stuff was I got specifically because it was a Christmassy food, Christmassy type of food, and other stuff were gifts, were Christmas gifts, and we're going to go through those as well. Some of the stuff we're not going to were gifts, but we're not going to do them today. But I'll cover them as well. Thank you, Adam. This is Redneck Cafe Bacon Hot Chocolate. Now, full disclosure, we did this on a Trippy food episode, but we just did it as hot chocolate. Now on the back it says cocoa directions or mocha directions. We did not do mocha, so I think what we're going to do is we'll do another Trippy food episode, and we will do this as mocha, which is basically adding this to coffee and making mocha, and we'll see if it's better than we had it last time. So Redneck Cafe Bacon Hot Chocolate. Christmas gift in my Christmas stocking from Claudia. So I'm Santa, from Santa. Hey, Janice, could you take care of Cablin 68's comment and kind of get rid of that? That'll be your first warning, Cablin. Or maybe I can do it. Let's see. There we go. So next, we did the Redneck hot chocolate. I also get this fine tin of teas. So actually the tin's going to go up there. It is English afternoon tea, so that'll be fun. Let me see. I'm running out of space here. I think everything else we're going to eat today, or we're going to do. And this I got from Julie. Because I was looking all over for it. She knew I was looking all over for it, and she found it. So these are taco shapers, also called taco molds. Now, usually these are on the end of like a long stick, and you use it to make taco shells so they form perfectly. I could not find these. She found these, and this was my Christmas gift from Julie, was the perfect taco shaper. So that's going to be fun, and we will be using that during the course of the year. Okay, so let's dig into our tamales. So the tamales, now my cousin Larry Medueno, every year, usually a couple days before Christmas, he does a tamale party. So people come over to his house and we all make tamale. Now usually they have the masa already made, and so we're just wrapping it in the corn husks, adding the meat, whatever meat we're going to do it, or we're doing sweet ones, we do it that way. Because of COVID and because Omicron is rapidly, increasing, and it's like pretty bad even in California right now. He kind of canceled the tamale party this year, but he did send tamales over. So we do have some tamales that cousin Larry made, and we would have made too if we had been, if they had done a. Hi, Lawrence Medueno. Hey, what a coincidence! I'm just talking about you, Larry. I'm just talking about you. We're gonna eat your tamales. And you pop into the room. It's like, how does that happen? How does that happen? It's just a coincidence, I guess. So yeah, so these were made by Larry and his family. And again, we missed the annual tamale party because of COVID, but that's okay. That's okay. We will bring that back at some time, and we're going to try these tamales. So we'll do these next because there's we just steamed them, so they're still hot. Let's ask a trivia question. So. The trivia question is, Who designated the 4 food groups as candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup? Again, who designated the 4 food groups as candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup? That goes under the tree. Wow. Yeah, stay safe, Tom. But maybe just open the curtains and enjoy the snow. But hopefully it won't be too bad. And let's try the tamales. So there are 2 types of tamales. Now these 2, one is green, one is pink, but they're actually the same tamale. These are dessert tamales or sweet tamales. So hang on a second. I have it here because Larry told me what they were. So those are sweet tamales. They're made with crushed pineapple, raisins, and dulce de leche, which is canned sweet milk. So that's in those 2. Hey, Rob Switch has entered the room. Welcome, Rob Switch. Merry Christmas to you. Let's see. Eli has joined the room, sort of. And okay. He came in earlier, and I missed him, and I apologize, Eli. But welcome back. I think he was in earlier too before we even started. But welcome, Eli. It's a chilly 70 degrees here. Yeah, it's actually warm today. It's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow. Rain's supposed to start back up again and everything. Don't mind rain. It's fine. But welcome back, Eli, and welcome, Rob. All right, so let's start into the tamales. So I'm going to do since the other ones are sweet tamales, I'm going to do this afterwards. And I will start with this is a beef and pork blend, and it is your traditional tamale. Tamale being singular for tamales, not tamale. That one's kind of all nice. I did bring a fork, so we're good. Okay, and I have a salsa roja that's pretty hot. I'm going to put a little bit of that on it. And for those who aren't familiar with Spanish, salsa roja just means red sauce. Yeah, it's got a kick. All right, so there we go. There's our beef and pork tamale. Let's try that. Yeah, Donna. So tamales are it's a traditional thing to eat at Christmas time. I think Christmas Eve, mostly Christmas Eve for most of Latin America. In Colombia, so if anybody missed our Christmas episode, which actually came on Christmas Eve, we did Colombian tamales, and they're different tamales, and they're much different than the Mexican ones. There is something you can make for Kwanzaa episodes called African chicken peanuts. Oh my God, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Yes, definitely send me the recipe for that. We're going to do that. That sounds really, really good. All right, let's try the tamale. And again, thank you, Larry, for making these. And I'm sorry we couldn't get together to do a tamale party. That's good. For some reason, homemade is so much better than like store-bought tamales. Really good. That's a thumbs up, Larry. So I'm not going to put the salsa roja on the dessert tamale, and I will just, for now, I will just open one, and I'm going to open the green one just because it's more colorful. So there, I don't know if you can see that one there, the green one. And again, this is a sweet tamale. And it is sweet. So if you're looking for something for your Christmas dessert, ooh. Larry, did you put some kind of spice in there? There's almost like some sort of, I can't quite place it, not like cinnamon or something, but it tastes like there's some sort of nutmeg, something like that. If you're still there, Larry, I hope. Did I miss anybody? Thank you, Adam. I will check that out. First, we love to warm up tamales on the comal, so they get a little crispy top with salsa and cheese and cup of coffee. But when you warm it up, though, are you taking it out of the corn husk before you do that, Eli? Cheese and it. And what do you use for cheese? Do you use like a campesino cheese, like queso fresco or some what kind of cheese do you put on top of that? And a cup of coffee. Yeah, like a cafe de olla, maybe that would be good. Mexican breakfast of champions. Yeah, we had tamales for breakfast this morning. So, all right, that dessert or sweet tamal or dessert tamal. Thumbs up on that one as well. So both very, very, very good. So we're going to kind of put those aside for now. So thank you, Larry, for the gift of food, and they were wonderful. Thank you. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question was, who designated the 4 food groups as candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup? And the answers were, let's see, Janice Yamanaka said Buddy the Elf. Rob Switch said Buddy the Elf. That looks like it. Please let me know if you put something out there and you missed it. But it is, of course, Buddy the Elf. Buddy the Elf. If you go back, I'm going to say like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even a little bit longer, our Christmas episode we did Buddy the Elf's breakfast for Christmas, which is basically the plate of spaghetti with the M&Ms and I can't remember what else was on it, chocolate syrup and stuff like that. So we did that episode for Christmas a couple of years ago. So check that out. Go back and check that out, our Christmas episode where we made Buddy the Elf's breakfast. But you are correct. It is Buddy the Elf from the movie Elf. So give yourselves each, 37.5 points. And then we're kind of like, we'll figure out what that is when you put it all together. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, Adam Heb said Elf. You are correct. Adam Heb is from the movie Elf. Grub Warp has entered the room. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yes, in the husk, Oaxaca cheese, and molcajete salsa. Oh, that does sound good. That sounds really good. I might try that. Okay, so let's see. We're cruising here. So let's start. Okay, because it's National Candy Cane Day. We'll start with our candy canes. Now, you know how we roll here. We just don't do like regular candy canes. But let's do this. Let's read a card. Here's a good one. What Christmas treat did Robert McCormick make for children in Georgia in 1919, but grow into one of the earliest large-scale manufacturers in the U.S.? Again, what Christmas treat did Robert McCormick make for children in Georgia in 1919, but grow into one of the earliest large-scale manufacturers in the U.S.? Large-scale candy manufacturers. So let's put that under the tree, and let's do our candy canes. So these, of course, are Oreo candy canes. Yeah, we don't just do regular candy canes here. That's not how we roll. So these are Oreo flavored candy canes. Now, the thing that most people would assume, because they are weird flavored candy canes, is that these would be from Archie McPhee. These are not from Archie McPhee. These are, in fact, from Spangler. Now, for those who don't remember or don't know, Spangler is a candy company. They've been around for a long time, but Spangler are the ones that revived the Necco wafers. So when Necco went out of business, Spangler bought the rights to be able to do the Necco wafers. And Necco wafers have been around since like 1847 or something, a long, long time. And Spangler is the company that does the Necco wafers now. So Necco wafers are back, and thanks to Spangler. Spangler are the ones that do the Oreo candy canes. So let's dig into these. Just take one from the end. I don't know how they do this, but we'll see. I don't know about you guys. I have the hardest time getting candy canes unwrapped. It's like an art form or something, but it's just like almost impossible to get them unwrapped. I think what happens is they wrap them in plastic, but then I don't know if the candy cane is still like wet when they put the wrapping on and it kind of sticks to the plastic. They're almost impossible to get off. Okay, here we go. Oh, they smell like Oreos. How is that possible? Maybe they actually use real Oreos. I don't know how they get it in candy form now. Here we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break a piece off so that I don't have to sit here sucking on this candy cane all day. That's Oreo, man. I've tried a lot of different flavored candy canes. They had like rotisserie chicken flavored candy canes and stuff like that, and they don't really taste like what they're supposed to taste like. That one hits the mark though. That's an Oreo candy cane. No two ways about it. Yep, that's an Oreo candy cane. No false advertising there. It is exactly what it says it is. That's a thumbs up. Not a big fan of candy canes. That's okay. In small amounts, that's pretty good. Really unique. Never would have thought of that. I still have to suck on that. I suppose I could just chew it and get it down. We do that because we got a lot of stuff to get to. We lost Doodle. He'll be back. All right, I think what I'm going to do is, for the next one, we'll do the non-Christmas. We'll alternate the Christmas one and the gift one. We'll do it that way. That's an Oreo candy cane. There's no denying it. That is really good. I mean, not a big fan of Oreos, not a big fan of candy canes, but for delivering on what they say it is, thumbs up. All right. So back to our question, which it looks like nobody answered. I think I don't see any answers here. We're still live, right? Okay. The question was, what Christmas treat did Robert McCormick make for children in Georgia in 1919, but grow into one of the earliest large-scale manufacturers in the U.S.? Okay, Janice, thank you for. So Janice threw that out there. Peanut butter crackers. Anybody else? Anybody else before I read the answer? Otherwise, all those points go to Janice, and we love Janice, but we like a little healthy competition here. It looks like peanut butter crackers is the only guess. The correct answer is, in fact, candy canes. Candy canes is the correct answer. So I thought that was pretty funny, because up to that point, candy canes had to be made by hand. It was a very long and arduous process, and 20% of candy canes were wasted because when they went to twist it into that shape, they would break. And so they would lose a lot of what they made, 20%. So it's when they started doing manufacturing, they figured out a way to do it by machine, which they didn't get a lot of loss on and everything. And it was Robert McCormick that did that. So the correct answer is, in fact, candy canes. Nobody got that right. Everybody got it wrong. So I'm going to take all your points, but I'm going to save them for you. And then maybe if you get the next one right, then you can have your points back. Let's do that. All right, cool. So that goes under there. Let's see, where are we caught up? We are caught up. All right, let's do a gift snack. So this was, again, from Santa, my wife, Santa. And this is bacon on the go, amped up, rich smokehouse meats and sauces, bacon, habanero heat seasoned. So it's a slice of bacon, habanero heat seasoned bacon. It's a piece of bacon. That's what it is. Let's read a card. Hey, PPV, Fire God is in the room. Merry Christmas, PPV, Fire God. Good to see you again. Glad you could join us. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've had a happy holiday so far and continue to have happy holidays, at least through the end of next week. So our question is, Thurl Ravenscroft, who sang "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, right? Thurl Ravenscroft, who sang "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," was also famous for providing the voice of what food mascot? All right, I'll read that again. Thurl Ravenscroft, who sang "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," was also famous for providing the voice of what food mascot? So that goes under the tree to hold, and we are going to try our habanero heat seasoned bacon. Smells like bacon. I don't suppose you have to heat this up. I'm going to die. Oh, nope. Ready to eat? Ready to eat. For amped up flavor, microwave on high for 5 seconds. Well, we didn't do that. And we don't have a microwave. It's really greasy. Maybe that's why they want you to microwave it. Get rid of that grease. I'm not getting any heat. None whatsoever. Not even sneaking in at the end. It's just not there. Where's the heat? Where's the habanero? Maybe they were going for habanero flavor and not the heat, but still, it ain't there. What's going on? You can see in the solidified grease there, it's kind of an orange color, and maybe the assumption is that's habanero. Okay, there it is. Now it's coming in, sneaking in at the end. You have to eat a lot of it before you get the habanero flavor and taste and heat. I kind of wish that was more. Maybe we should have microwaved it for that amped up flavor. I'm going to kind of give that one a thumbs in the middle. Again, kind of wish it was more powerful on the habanero side, and it's not. It's a good slice of bacon. It's a good piece of bacon. It's not crispy, but also it's not soggy and everything. Yeah, maybe like to throw it in a pan and let's like crisp it up. Maybe that might make it better. But either way, it's for on the go. So the idea is you're supposed to take it with you and eat it when you don't have a frying pan and a stove and bacon to cook. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle still. If you're gonna say habanero heat, bring some habanero heat, and they don't. So there we go. So let's go back to our question. And the question was, Thurl Ravenscroft, who sang You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, was also famous for providing the voice of what food mascot? Now, I will state ahead of time that, Janice, I would be ultimately disappointed if you did not get this one, only because of your love for this particular character. So Janice said Tony the Tiger. Adam Hebb said Tony the Tiger. PPV Fire God said Tony, which I assume means Tony the Tiger. And Tom, old guy in Colorado, said Tony the Tiger, as opposed to Tony the Kumquat. You're all correct. It is Tony the Tiger. And I think the fun thing about these questions is they're great. Yeah, you all got it right. So you all get your points back, and then 10 points extra for each one of you. So that goes back in the deck. Let's see. How are we doing? Time-wise, we're fine, but we got so much stuff to go through. So I did a Christmas one, and then I did another Christmas one, and then we did a gift one. So time for a Christmas one. Let's do these. So these are from Sprouts. Everyone knows Sprouts, Sprouts Farmers Market. These are peppermint drizzled kettle corn. And it's funny because it says peppermint drizzled. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it looks like little tiny chunks of like peppermint that's ground up in there. So we're going to do that. So that means that it's time for a question. And the question is, what Christmas treat was made by hardening sugar in an oval over a seed, nut, or spice? Again, the question, what Christmas treat was made by hardening sugar in an oval over a seed, nut, or spice? That goes down here. And let us go ahead and... What were we doing? I lost track. Oh, our kettle corn. Let's give this a shot. Donna, you've had this before. I have not. I was in Sprouts one day and I saw this and I go, yeah, got to get that for our Christmas episode. It smells like air pop popcorn. It doesn't smell like it has like, salt and other stuff on it. Right? Maybe it does. I don't know. I guess we could look at the ingredients, but that's not fun, right? Ingredients: confectionery coating, sugar, palm kernel oil, non-fat dry milk, soy lecithin, emulsifier, popcorn, sugar, sunflower oil, sprinkles, sugar, vegetable juice, coloring, carnauba, salt, natural flavor. At no point in time do I see mint. That is weird. I do not see mint as an ingredient. So I don't know. Kind of weird. Let's give it a shot, though. Oh, that's weird. I will say, the popcorn's a little soggy. there's like moisture in the popcorn. I'm not sure I like that. Oh, there's that pop. There's the peppermint. Wow, that is a kick of peppermint. That is more pepperminty than a candy cane. Wow. Mmm. Woo. That got a peppermint kick. They don't mess around. Now, the thing that I find odd, it does say peppermint drizzled. It doesn't say peppermint. Wow, what happened? I just shut the computer off. Hang on. All my questions and everything. They'll be back. All right, bear with me. I got to move some stuff around. No, okay, there it is. I thought I lost my monitor, but we're okay. So let's do this. Bear with me while I move things around a little bit. We're okay. We are okay. All right, there we go. So I'm going to give that a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs way up. Now, the thing was, I didn't like the fact that the popcorn was maybe like a little bit soggy, but it does say peppermint drizzled. And so it does give you the effect that they've actually drizzled some sort of like liquidy kind of thing on top of it. There's still some crispiness to the popcorn where you don't have that peppermint and everything. But the peppermint taste is unbelievable. It is just this wow kick of peppermint. It is really, really nice. And then it's a little bit, you have some crystallization in there, so it's kind of sugary. So it just reminds you of like a peppermint stick, but then you get that hardcore peppermint taste with the popcorn, which doesn't have a lot of other stuff on it. There's a little bit of salt in there, but it's not overly salty. That's a thumbs way up. That's really good. Who said that was really good, or that you really liked it? I'm trying to see. Oh, we scrolled way up. We lost the audio. Oh my God. How far back, Janice? Did everything freeze up? Did you lose everything, or are we there now? Janice, come in. Can you hear me? It's like I lost a lot of the live chat dropped off at Tony the Tiger, and some people were guessing. Janice, are you okay? Hey, Jared, you were never too late. Thank you for coming in. Apparently, we had some sort of audio glitch, maybe a video glitch as well. So we lost audio, but we're back. Everybody can hear everything, heard everything, no cut out or anything. Oh, okay, maybe it was just on Janice's end then. That's good. Okay, cool, excellent. All right. So Sprouts Farmers Market peppermint drizzled kettle corn, thumbs way up. That's really good. That is really, really good. Now, because it's sweet and because of that peppermint taste and everything, I can't eat a lot of that, but it's really, really good. So that's a thumbs way up. I'm gonna wash that down with some goat nog. The more I drink that, the more goat milk taste I get out of it. So that's interesting. Let's go back to our card, and our card was. What Christmas treat was made by hardening sugar in an oval over a seed, nut, or spice? And nobody answered. We're still. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. Janice said sugar plums. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'll give you a couple seconds. Throw it in there. Anybody else? Anybody? Ooh, that's weird. Looks like I'm losing chat messages. I'm on live chat. It's weird. Okay, the correct answer was, in fact, sugar plums. Sugar plums were made by hardening sugar in an oval over a seed, nut, or spice. So they don't make them so much anymore. But not. They were not named because they were plums or they used plums. They were named because they were plum shaped. So that's where they get the plum name, from the plum shape. So Janice, looks like you're the only one. So you get all the points. And I think I was going to do like 10,000 points for this one. So take those. But let's help Tom out, like as we go, so he can get that canoe. You need to get that canoe. I think you have to do it within a calendar year. So let's keep on trying there. All right. So that was a Christmassy one. We could do. Let's see. We'll do a gift one next. Yeah, let's do a gift one next. So we're gonna do these olives, like olives, but with the word love in the middle instead. If you would love olives, these are natural Kalamata pitted olives. I don't know that they have any other flavor. It says new Greek olives. I don't know if that means that they're Greek olives that are new, like the product is new. I don't know if that means that they're new, like they're baby Greek olives. I'm not sure what that means. It is a low-calorie snack. 5 million bags enjoyed worldwide. Shared love. No liquid inside. I guess that's good to know. Oh, and it's really hard to see because it's red text on brown, but it says chili and garlic. So it's chili and garlic flavored olives. So let's ask a card. Oh, you know what? Let's do before we let's change it up a little bit. I will ask a card, but I wanted to kind of talk about some Christmas stuff too, right? So Christmas, as far as it being chosen for December 25th. So the thing is, the speculation is that around 350 AD, so 350 years after the birth of Jesus, Pope Julius I chose December 25th as the birth date of Jesus. Now, one of the reasons they think he chose December 25th was because he wanted to adopt and absorb the traditions that were being celebrated for the pagan festival of Saturnalia. So basically, the pagans were celebrating Saturnalia at the time, and he just said, December 25th, that's Jesus' birthday. That's what you're celebrating, not your pagan festival for Saturnalia. So that's kind of where the date gets on December 25th. Most biblical scholars seem to agree that Jesus was not born on December 25th or even in the winter. So that is where Christmas was. The belief that Christmas was designated as December 25th. So let's ask a trivia question though. And the trivia question is, pull up a card or pretend to pull up a card. Who brings toys to children in Colombia at Christmas? Now, if you watched our Christmas special, Colombian Christmas special, you know the answer to this. Who brings toys to children in Colombia at Christmas? Okay, let's open the olives. I'm really digging that goat eggnog. That's the way to go. I think from now on, my Christmas nog will be goat nog. I have a spoon here. I'm going to use the spoon. These are pitted, but I'm still going to be careful eating them because you never know if you get a little piece of pit in there, and no one likes a broken tooth celebrating Christmas. Also, you have to like olives, I think, which I do. Now, let's see. Am I getting chili? No, I'm getting garlic. I'm getting olive. That is a hardcore olive taste. And these are Kalamata olives, and they use piri pepper. So think of those tiny ones. And they do say piri pepper, 1%, chili powder, 0.4%, sunflower oil, and 1 garlic clove. Really subtle. Still the strongest taste is the olive. Not that that's bad if you like olives, but still. The chili's really subtle. You know, it's slightly spicy. I kind of wish it was like, all right, at the end of it, while it's sitting on your tongue, you start to get a little bit of the burn from the capsaicin burn from the chili. It's not really strong or powerful or anything. I kind of wish it was stronger. Oh, you get some garlic at the end of it. But it's at the end after you've eaten the olive. Then you get the garlic. So I guess it's in whatever the olive oil that's around the olive. I'm going to say a thumbs up, but maybe trending downward a little bit. So really good flavor. They're really delicious olives if you like olives, but just kind of wish the chili and garlic flavor was a little bit stronger. So yeah, I don't know, thumbs up, but trending downward a little bit, trending towards in the middle. More nog. All right, back to our question. And our question is, or was, who brings toys to children in Colombia at Christmas? And let's see, who answered? Janice Yamanaka said Jesus, and then she said baby Jesus to be exact. Well, you are exact. It is Niño Dios, baby Jesus. Baby Jesus brings presents. It seems like in later years, they've also adopted Papa Noel, which is like kind of their version of Santa Claus, but he's not traditional. So basically, they just added him on like, oh, on Christmas Day, you'll get presents from Papa Noel. But it's not the old traditional one. The old traditional one is that baby Jesus brings you presents, and that's why Colombians celebrate on Christmas Eve. So basically, they stay up till midnight, and then presents are brought at midnight by baby Jesus. So Janice, you are once again correct. Okay, so let's see. We did gift. I guess we need to do something more Christmassy again. Let's see how we're doing on our number of snacks. We're dwindling down. We're coming down. This would be a good time to open up our adult beverage, our adult Christmas beverage. And our adult Christmas beverage is from Trader Joe's. I like that little cork top. This is Trader Joe's 2021 Vintage Spiced Ale. Dark ale brewed with spices on lees. I don't know what on lees means. It says on lees. 9% alcohol, so it's got a kick. 9%. I don't know that they do their own brewing. Oh, brewed and bottled by Unibroue. Is that Unibroue? Unibroue. It looks like Unibroue in Chambly, Canada. Oh, Canada. It's Canadian. Beauty, eh? All right, so we're going to open that, but before we do that, a little more Christmas fact. People have assumed that we've always had Christmas, but there have been lapses in Christmas. So when Oliver Cromwell and his Puritan forces took over England in 1645, they vowed to rid England of decadence. As part of their effort, they canceled Christmas. But when Charles II was restored to the throne, the holiday returned. So under Oliver Cromwell, they got rid of Christmas, and then it came back with Charles II. The same pilgrims, when they came to the U.S., when they colonized the U.S. in Massachusetts in 1620, they were even more orthodox in their belief than Cromwell. And so as a result, Christmas wasn't a holiday in America. So from 1659 to 1681, the celebration of Christmas was actually outlawed in Boston. In Boston, there was no Christmas between 1659 and 1681. It was outlawed. Anyone exhibiting the Christmas spirit was fined 5 shillings. 5 shillings to get into the Christmas spirit. But it was established as a federal holiday in the United States, June 26th, 1870. So for 150 years, we've been celebrating that as a federal holiday in the United States. There we go. A little Christmas background trivia, whatever you want to call that. Speaking of trivia, let's ask a trivia question. Yeah. So this one might be a little bit more difficult because you don't actually know the family name, but I will take you just tell me who they are, and that will be acceptable. The question is, who eats Peking duck at Bowling on Christmas? Who eats Peking duck at Bowling on Christmas? We'll talk about that bowling thing afterwards. So that's the question, and we are going to do. Let's see, what should we do? We're doing a Christmas one. Let's do this one. This one looks interesting. So this is dark chocolate, Mexican style, stone ground chocolate, organic and direct trade, spiked eggnog flavor. So I don't know if it has alcohol in it. Let's see, ingredients: organic cane sugar, organic cacao beans, organic cocoa butter, organic ground nutmeg, organic rum flavor extract. Okay, so it does have rum flavor. Sea salt, organic vanilla beans. Sounds good. Lots of cool stuff in there. It is direct trade, fair trade chocolate, so that's good. And it is made from bean to bar by Taza Chocolate in Somerville, Massachusetts. Somerville? Mexican chocolate is made in Somerville, Mass. That's wicked. That's bizarre. Not for nothing. All right, here we go. I scrolled up. Let's get back. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and try this. Mexican chocolate with rum. Oh, okay. So it's it looks like two discs of chocolate. We'll just break off a piece of that. Break up. What is it? Give me a break. Give me a break. Break up a piece of that. Taza bar. Oh, breaks nice. There we go. Nice little piece there. Woo! And I like typical chocolate, so it's not melty, and at the same time, it's not gritty. But it kind of breaks apart. I don't know if I'm getting spiced eggnog, though. It's a good chocolate. It's a really good chocolate, though. I mean, it's not like your Easter Bunny chocolate or your vomity Hershey's chocolate. That's really good. Again, I don't know if I get spiked eggnog from that. I mean, I got eggnog here. It's not spiked, but still. It's good. That I'm going to give that a thumbs up for flavor. I just wish it was more spiked eggnog. Spiky eggnoggy. There we go. So much for that. Hey, Bob is in the room. REA Junior Music. Bob, welcome. And I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and are enjoying the holiday season. There's still more to go. We're in the first day of Kwanzaa. So we've got Kwanzaa left. And then after, I think on the last day of Kwanzaa is January 1st, which I think is New Year's. So still more holiday, still more to celebrate. Let's go back to our question. And our question was, who eats Peking duck at Bowling on Christmas? And the guesses were, Adam Hebb said, the Christmas Story family. Donna Lauderdale said, Christmas Story. Bob, REA Junior Music, said, Ralphie and family. Janice said, Ralph's family. I think that's it. And you're all correct. It is, in fact, Ralph's family. The family name, that they don't mention it a lot on the movie. The movie was Christmas Story, for those who don't know. But I think, well, Donna mentioned that. The movie was Christmas Story, and their last name was Parker, so it was the Parker family. But you are correct in saying it is Ralph's family. The reason they ate Peking duck at Bowling was the Chinese restaurant. The reason they ate Peking duck was because the Bumpus's dogs came into the kitchen and grabbed the turkey and ran away with the turkey. So they had no turkey for Christmas. They went to the Chinese restaurant. They called it Christmas turkey, but it was in fact Peking duck. The reason that the restaurant is called Bowling is because the restaurant is in front of a bowling alley and the W is burnt out on the sign. So it looks like BOLING, Bowling, when in fact it's because the L is burnt out on the sign, and so the Chinese restaurant is part of a bowling alley. So that was a kind of a little Christmas Story trivia question. But you all did excellent. So 200 points for every one of you. And Tom, I'm going to, because it's the Christmas season, I'm in the season of giving, I'm giving you extra 200 points because I want you to get that canoe. How far off are you from getting that canoe? El Marihuana 209 has entered the room. Feliz Navidad. There's fleas on my dad, too. Welcome, El Marihuana. We have not seen you in a while, but welcome back. You are always welcome here. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. That's right. Ho, ho, ho. By the way, so this behind me is like, it's not a robe. It's not a cape or anything. It is actually a tree skirt. It just looked festive, so I put it on there. But it is hiding a secret. And that secret is this, which is another one of my Christmas gifts. It is a massager. So you can put it like here, lower back, wherever you want to. Turn it on and get a nice massage. So like you're sitting there working, your neck starts to hurt or something, just raise that up a little bit, put it on your neck, your back and everything. Another nice Christmas present from Santa Claus, Mrs. Santa Claus. Hi, Doodle. Doodle is freaking out. Let's bring Doodle up. It's Christmas time, right? You guys want to see Doodle? Doodle, everybody, the Prince of Dogness. Doodle. No. Ignore the eggnog, Doodle. Over here. Look over here. Over here. There we go. It's Doodle, everybody. I mean, you could wear it as a cape. I could very well wear it as a... You know what? Hang on a second. I will actually do that. Doodle, say hi to everybody. Aren't you going to say hi to everybody? You just want food, huh? I don't blame you. All right. I will give you another snack. I wish I could give you stuff, Doodle, but this I don't know what's bad for you, what's not bad for you. So here you go. Oh my God, I'm gonna die of cuteness. He's doing that thing where he sits up. Here you go, Doodle. He's doing that thing where he sits up like this. It's adorable. I can't handle it. All right, here we go. How's that? We could do the rest of the live stream like that. What do you guys think? Yeah? No? Yes? No? I'll do it. Yeah? All right. There we go. Ho, ho, ho. All righty. So let's see. What do we got left? We got a bunch of stuff left. I am going to, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 snacks left. And we still have our beverage. So let's do our beverage next. Maybe we said we were going to do that anyways, and we just forgot about it or something. I don't remember what it was. So let's go ahead and ask another trivia question before we start into our beverage. Thank you, children. Ho, ho, ho. I get the hair. I don't have the beard. All right. The question is, what birds were served for Christmas dinners in England during the Renaissance with feathers reattached? You know it wasn't turkey, because turkey came from North America. So what birds were served for Christmas dinners in England during the Renaissance with the feathers reattached? They put the feathers back. After they cooked it, they put the feathers back on it. What birds were served for Christmas dinner in England during the Renaissance with the feathers reattached? So that goes over there under the Christmas tree by the tree skirt. And we're going to open up our beverage, which again is Trader Joe's 2021 Vintage Spiced Ale, Dark Ale, brewed with spices on lees, 9% alcohol per volume, by Unibrow? I don't know how to pronounce that. UNIBROUE in Chumley, Canada. Where in Canada? Oh, QC, Quebec. I love these little cork things. I save those. I have to be careful or I'll shoot my eye out. It's going to go all over the place? It's not. Okay. All right. What do you want with a Trader Joe's 2021 Vintage Spice Ale, kid? You'll shoot your eye out. Here we go. Where's Julie? Oh, Julie is entertaining guests. She has house guests for Christmas. So she is entertaining guests, and that's probably why she is not here. Ooh, that's a nice color. Maybe not the greatest pour in the world because it already has a big head on it, and this is our beer tornado glass, so it's going to be even worse. I wish I had a straw to get past that. Look at that. That's like all head and no beer. Hey, Food Taster TV is in the room. We were just talking about Canada. You just walked in the room and we started talking about Canada. This is one of those little coincidental things. All day. Just we mentioned something and then somebody comes into the room. That is, I mentioned Larry Madueño's Tamales. Larry Madueño comes in the room. I mentioned Canada. Food Taster TV comes in the room. Welcome, Food Taster TV. Have not seen you in a while. Hope you have had a wonderful holiday so far and continue to have another the rest of your holiday. Uni Brew? Maybe it's Uni Brew. I'm not sure what that means, Eli, but maybe that's what it is. That Velcro there, that's itchy. This is problematic. How many? What, Doodle? What is it? What is it? Did Timmy fall down a well? Doodle's like, did Timmy fall down a well, Doodle? Look, you have a snack right here. I can't give you all this. You can't have beer. There you go. Merry Christmas, Doodle. Enjoy that, please. No, that's yours. That's problematic. Julie would give me like a 2 on this, I think. We're gonna try it though. We're gonna see if we can get past this. Gotta get that foam down somehow. Okay, Spiced Ale. Here we go. 2021 Spiced Ale from Trader Joe's. I'm just getting foam. Wish I had another. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I don't know. I'm getting all foam. I don't want all foam. How do I get rid of that foam? I've got no place to put this, and I can take it all with the spoon. I got no place to put it. Listen. There we go. That's close enough. That's good. I think because of the spices in there, I can't really say like what it tastes like. It's not like a porter. It's not like a stout. I mean, it is a dark color, but the spices are really nice in there. And it does have a kick because it's at 9%. It's a nice beer. That's going to get a thumbs up. Trader Joe's 2021 Vintage Spice Ale, and it's fun to open too. So, yeah, thumbs up on that. We'll let the head set a little bit, and we'll sip on that as we go. Wait. Because this is how we roll here. I bet it's going to be good. All right, there we go. So we have our goat nog mixed with our Trader Joe's 2021 Vintage Spice Ale. But again, all head. That's weird. Now, it's not good. It's not good. I don't know if it's the dairy mixed with the beer, because the beer float is usually good. But the thing is that because this is goat milk, it almost has that little bit of a sour taste. And there's the egg in there. And somehow it's just not mixing with the alcohol in the beer. It doesn't mix well. The oils in your fingers help break down the foam. Oh, there we go. I should have tried that first, Eli. Thank you. Food Taster TV, you missed it when we did this. It's a tree skirt. Basically, it goes on the bottom of the tree. It was on the back of the chair. I just, was talking about it, so we just kind of put that on. So it's just basically a tree skirt. That's all. But we're wearing it like as if we were Santa or something. We're impersonating Santa. How's that little Santa swinger kind of thing with the collar out? There we go. Or Disco Santa. Yeah, that's much better. And it's not as itchy either. Together, yeah, I'm just not that great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give that one thumbs down. The combination of the two. By themselves, both very good. I dropped my card. So the question was, what birds were served for Christmas dinners in England during the Renaissance with the feathers reattached? Adam Hebb said peacock. Bob, REA Junior Music, said goose. El Marijuana 209 said chinchilla. Or maybe he was talking about this being chinchilla, but no, it's not chinchilla. Let's see. Janice said gilded peacock. Was that it? Were there any other ones? There were not any other ones. So, well, Eli, I would not know that Nuff would be like the beer genius like that. Like I knew he's the expert in hot stuff. I didn't realize he would be like an expert in beer and stuff. I did not realize that, but that is good to know. Oh, I was going to do it over here, but it's already broken down. So we're good to go. Let's take another sip just in case. Yep, that's good. The correct answer was, in fact, peacock. So like Bob, who mentioned goose, goose is probably an educated guess because they did eat a lot of goose in especially in Renaissance. Like, hi, Doodle, what are you coming over this side for? Do you want to come up? You want to come on up? Come on up. So they did eat a lot of goose. They ate pheasant as well. All European birds before they had access to turkey. So that's kind of what it was. Doodle, why don't you come up here? Come on. Come on up. Come on. There we go. Merry Christmas, Doodle. All right. You cannot have this. You cannot have any of this. Where's your snack? Did you eat your snack? I can give you more snack later on. There you go. There you go, Doodle. Merry Christmas, Doodle. All right, so let's see. Who got it right? Janice got it right. Adam Hebb got it right. So each of you will split 5 points. So it's 2.5 points for each of you. All right, let's do another snack. Let's do one of the gift snacks. So that would be our Tillamook Country Smoker. And I have a special fondness for this because Tillamook Country Smoker is in Oregon. They are... I can't remember. I think they're in Seaside, Oregon. So they're on their way. If you're like heading out from Portland, going towards the coast, you will pass Tillamook Country Smoker. Let's see if they have to say where it is. Tillamook County. That's it. Tillamook County. All right. But this is 0 sugar smoked sausage made with beef and pork. So it's not anything special. There's no jalapeno or anything like that in there. 0 total carbs, 11 grams of protein, 0 artificial ingredients, 0 artificial sweeteners, no nitrates or nitrates added. So we're going to give this a shot. Did I ask a trivia question? I did not ask a trivia question. Let's do that. We miss Doodle too. We love Doodle. Doodle's awesome. That beer is really good. Food Taster TV. I don't know if they have. Do they have Trader Joe's up there in Canada? If they do, you should get that. That's really good. If you're a beer man, if you like beer, you would like that. Okay. The question we will ask is, what centuries-old European Christmas treat is made by folding warm, flat strips of sugar over itself? Again, the question, what centuries-old European Christmas treat is made by folding warm, flat strips of sugar over itself? Are we tired, Doodle? Are you tired? Were you yawning? Are you trying to lick the food off my face? All right, so that goes under the tree, and let's go ahead and open up our Tillamook Country Smoker 0 sugar smoked sausage. And that is a big thing, because when you're making like jerky or smoked sausage and everything, there's usually in the sauce that you're putting on, there's usually sugar in there. He covets my Tillamook Country Smoker sausage. Almost has a face, the faint taste of, no, you're not eating that out of my mouth, Doodle. The faint taste of pepperoni, sort of like the texture of a Slim Jim, but not as gritty as a Slim Jim. The smell must be driving him nuts. All this food up here smells driving him nuts. That's good. Again, there's no artificial sweetener in there, so it's not artificially sweet. A very meaty taste. You do get the smoke. You get the taste of the smoke. The texture is nice. It's like I said, it's not as gritty as a Slim Jim. Really nice texture, not too oily. Thumbs up. That's really good. Thank you, Santa. Okay, so let's return to our question. And our question was, what centuries-old European Christmas treat is made by folding warm, flat strips of sugar over itself? Let's see what the guesses were. Food Taster TV said ribbon candy. Ribbon candy. So that's a lot of ribbon candy. RAA Junior Music Bob said taffy and figgy pudding. 2 good guesses. Janice Yamanaka said ribbon candy. Oh, just said figgy pudding because it's in the song that's playing. It is. Bob, I don't know if you've seen it, but a couple of years back, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 years back, our Christmas episode, we had figgy pudding. So so watch that episode when you get a chance. Go back and watch that episode. About maybe 4 years old. Our Christmas episode was figgy pudding. Because I wondered, what is this stuff that is so good that people will stand at your door and won't leave until you give them some? So figgy pudding episode. Check it out. Christmas episode from several years back. The correct answer was, in fact, ribbon candy. I don't know about you guys, right? When I was a kid, my mom used to get ribbon candy. We used to have ribbon candy on Christmas. I hate it. It's like some of it was like peppermint, some of it was minty, some of it was like almost like Bengay. I didn't like the texture. I didn't like the taste. So for me, like ribbon candy I hated ribbon candy. I haven't had it in years. Thought about getting some and everything, but yeah, ribbon candy was not a favorite of mine. But the correct answer is ribbon candy, and it is centuries old ribbon candy. They've been making it. So Let's see. It'd be too difficult to go in and get individual points from everybody, so everybody gets 5 points. Even the people who didn't answer the question, 5 points to you. Hold on to those. Those will be valuable someday. And Tom, you're a little bit closer to getting that canoe. Okay, so let's see. Where are we now? We just finished ribbon candy. Let's see. We were talking about Christmas tradition. Yeah, this is good. So this kind of also tells you where celebrating Christmas on December 25th came from. In Scandinavia, the Norwegians. Let's say the Norwegians. The Norse celebrated Yule, the celebration of Yule, Y-U-L-E, from December 21st, which is the winter solstice, through January, in recognition of the return of the sun. Fathers and sons would bring home large logs, which they would set on fire. These people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days. The Norse believed that each spark from the fire represented a new pig or calf that would be born during the coming year. And that was the Yule log. So again, another pagan festival that was that we carried stumps to horror. The Yule log. The Yule log comes from that celebration. In Germany, people honored the god Odin, also originally a Norse god. Everyone knows Odin from Thor, right? Odin's father, Thor, Odin's son, and the namesake of Wednesday, which is Odin's day, Wednesday. People honored the pagan god Odin during the midwinter holiday. Germans were terrified of Odin as they believed he made nocturnal flights through the sky to observe his people and then decide who would prosper and who would perish. Because of his presence, many people chose to stay inside. So a little bit more about Christmas and Christmas tradition and Christmas myth. So there we go. I have a fruitcake that's centuries old. You should eat that, Bob, at some point in time, unless it's green and has fuzz on it. Josh Gruber has just entered the room. Welcome, Josh. Good to see you. Sorry to hear about what happened to your brother Hans on Christmas at the Nakatomi Tower. But welcome to the room, and Merry Christmas to you. All right, so let's see. Let's do another Christmas one, because we did our gift one. And we're going to do fruitcake. Where is this fruitcake from? Oh, this is a Walmart fruitcake. There's no special brand or anything. It's not like Walmart carries this from another brand. It is Walmart fruitcake. This ought to be fun. Let's go ahead and ask a question. And the question is, got to get back to our questions. Like I'm reading it off the card. What is the name of the Swedish spiced mulled wine drink that's drunk at Christmas time? Again, what is the name of the Swedish spiced mulled wine drink drank at Christmas time? That goes back under the tree. Hi, Doodle. And we're going to open up our Walmart fruitcake. I don't know. It sounded bad, just the words even coming out of my mouth. Walmart fruitcake. No, this is not Grandma's Killer fruitcake. This is just Walmart fruitcake. That's the brand. The brand is Walmart. There's a little Walmart logo there. It's Walmart fruitcake. No, that we did I'm going to say we did a fruitcake a few weeks ago, and that fruitcake was really, really good. I don't know about this. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I just shouldn't have such a negative attitude about it. But we're going to give this a shot. We got a knife. It is sliced, but it doesn't look like it's sliced. Oh, there we go. Nice piece come off there. It looks like fruitcake. It looks a little dry. Let's try this. Eli, make sure you have the long hair and the mustache. And make sure you send me pictures. Oh, it's not bad. It's a little light in flavor. It's not as rich. Like some of them taste like they're soaked in rum, which they might be. This one, not so much. So it's a little bit drier. Nice mix of the fruit peels and the nuts. Not slimy on the outside. It is a good utility fruitcake. Not maybe like, amazing thumbs up and everything. You know what? It almost reminds me of like the consistency of like a zucchini bread. It's almost like a zucchini bread with fruit and nuts in it, and it's sweet. I'm gonna kind of give it. I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle, trending up. So it's kind of a run in the mill kind of fruitcake, but it's good. It just doesn't have that moist kind of rich, almost rum kind of taste that a lot of other fruitcakes have. So thumbs in the middle, trending upwards a little bit. Walmart fruitcake. Who knew? I didn't know. Let's wash that down with some more goat nog. That's good stuff. Do I have any left after that? Yeah, I do. More goat nog. All right, let's go to our question. And our question was, what is the name of the Swedish spice mulled wine drunk at Christmas time? Let's see what our answers were, or our guesses were. Janice Yamanaka said blog. Janice Yamanaka is the only one that guessed that. It is, in fact, blog. Janice, because you were the only one that guessed, I'm going to have to give you like 2 points. So, we just have to make it, give other people a chance and everything. So 2 points, Janice, for blog. There we go. I think you and Tom should record a single. Maybe we should. Maybe Tom and I should think about that. We'll do something musical, but we'd have to make sure that it is not something that is that has a copyright on it. Unless we own the copyright, that would be fine. All right, let's see. What do we got left? We have 2 snacks left. Really? We went through all those snacks? That's on a timely basis. We did pretty good. I was thinking we was going to take a lot longer, but maybe it's because we usually take longer to kind of go through everything. So we have 2 things left. So we'll go through them in the order that I have them. One of them is going to be licorice. We're going to do that last, only because licorice has a strong taste. I don't want to kill the taste or everything else. So we will do this one next. So this is Cliff Bar, but it is a seasonal Cliff Bar. This is a seasonal flavor, white chocolate cranberry energy bar. Do I even want to look at see what's in it? It's like, bark, trees, rocks, sand. I don't really know it, but it is certified organic, and it is an energy bar. So we will go ahead and have that. Do you want some energy, Doodle? Maybe a little too much energy? Yeah, okay. Did our music stop? Nope, there it goes. Okay, so let's ask another question. This one should be relatively easy. The question is, what beverage do Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie drink out of their Marty Moose mugs? Again, the question, what beverage do Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie drink out of their Marty Moose mugs? All right, that one goes under the tree, and we're going to open our Cliff Bar, our white chocolate and cranberry seasonal flavor, natural flavor energy bar. I like natural cranberry flavor. That's good. That's a good thing, right? Doodle, did you? Here, I know you're dying here because we're eating snacks and you can't have one, so I'm going to give you a little piece of dog treat, and then you can have that. You don't have to move. I'm going to leave that right there. It's there for you when you want it. You cannot have any fruitcake. That is an awesome movie, Food Taster TV. One of my favorite holiday movies. For those who don't know, it is Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation is the movie. I don't like most energy bars because they all taste. Doodle, get out of it. That's hot sauce. You don't want that, and I don't want to clean up after you have that. He likes that. He likes the way that smells. Let's try that. Not getting white chocolate. Getting the cranberries. Tastes like there's nuts in there. And it's a texture. It's a texture of a Rice Krispie treat. It's kind of odd. Now, I would say if you're on a hike on a trail, if you're skiing, you reach into your backpack, grab this, have a bite of it. It's probably gonna be awesome. Just eating it, sitting there in a fake Santa robe in your office, maybe not so much. Needs more white chocolate flavor for them to call it white chocolate. I'm gonna kind of give that a thumbs in the middle. I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't suck. It's not terrible. It doesn't taste artificial. It doesn't taste like it's artificially sweetened. But the cranberry taste is subtle, but it's there. The white chocolate taste, I'm not getting the white chocolate taste. So I don't get it. Thumbs in the middle on that one, I think. Does it have that whey flavor? Whey? Yeah, it does. Food taster. I think most do. Food taster, do you know of an energy bar that doesn't have that flavor? It does have that flavor. I don't hate whey. I don't hate the flavor of whey, but I can see where if you don't like that, you would hate this, I think. So you might want to avoid it. This is not an energy bar for eating. It's an energy bar for avoiding and lying down. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question was, what beverage do Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie drink out of their Marty Moose mugs? Hail, Marty Moose! Let's see, what do we get for questions? Glog? No, that was from the last one. Let's see. Janice Yamanaka said eggnog. And hey, dude, out walking. Hey, I give you the Matt Zion of Reckless Eating has just entered the room. Ho, 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 a Merry Christmas to you, Matt. Hope you had a great Christmas and hope you are still enjoying your holiday season. We are like devastating a bunch of seasonal holiday foods and snacks and even some stuff that was just a gift, and we're doing it anyways. So we are having a grand old time. Good to see you. Glad you could join us. Merry Christmas, everybody. Please join me in wishing Matt Zion of Reckless Eating a warm and hearty Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. So Happy Holiday to you, Matt. So the question again, what beverage do Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie drink out of their Marty Moose mugs? Janice was the only one that answered that question and said, Eggnog. What? You're pawing at me like you need something. You have a snack here. You can have a snack. That's yours, Doodle. I can't give you anything else. I think the olives will kill you. I just don't know what's in everything else. I can't give that to you. And I sure do not want to follow you around the house after you eat a tamale. So that's not going to happen. All right. We can't get past this question. The question, what beverage do Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie drink out of their Marty Moose mugs? And Janice Yamanaka was the only one who said eggnog. And of course, she's correct. It is eggnog. Freshen up your eggnog, Eddie. Take you out and leave you for dead. So yes, eggnog is the correct question. Janice, sorry, another 2 points. Nobody else answered that one. So we got to go low when there's not a lot of demand. Okay, everybody's saying, hey, it is Doodle. Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. Say hi to Ziegler, Doodle. I know Matt's out walking right now, so he's not with Ziegler, but later on he can tell him that you said hi. And maybe you can be a Christmas treat for Ziegler. What do you think? Yeah. It doesn't seem so excited. The correct answer was, in fact, eggnog. So, looks like we have, is it, honestly, we have one snack. We went through all those snacks. How do we go through all those snacks? That's incredible. I guess maybe because we didn't do a lot of yapping at the beginning, explaining what things were. And we just kind of got right into it, instead of waiting for people to show up. So let's go back to our Christmas stuff. Let's see. Oh, in Rome, when winters were not as harsh as those in the far north, Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture, was celebrated beginning in the week leading up to the winter solstice and continuing for a full month. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was turned upside down. For a month, enslaved people were given temporary freedom and treated as equals. Businesses and schools were closed so that everyone could participate in the holidays festivities. A month. Can you imagine everything shutting down for a month so you can party? Can you imagine that? That was Saturnalia. And that's why, another reason that Jesus' birthday was picked for December 25th, because they were celebrating Saturnalia. They just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Usurped. Just kind of stole that date, but that's what we do. So Yeah, multiple celebrations, single month. So there we go. All right, we got one snack left. We will go ahead and do that. This is Wally Wallaby, which would indicate that this is an Australian licorice. I don't know this is Australian licorice, or they're just going with the name. There's pictures of kangaroos on it. And this is just your classic black licorice. Now, this will start all kinds of argument. Like if people say, well, I like red licorice. No, you don't, because there's no such thing as red licorice. Licorice has to have licorice in it. Licorice is a plant. I think they get it from the root of the plant. Some places that have like all kinds of licorice, you can actually buy the licorice sticks, which is basically literally a stick, which is like a piece of the root, and you chew on that and you get that licorice flavor. The thing about licorice is you have to be careful because you can eat too much licorice, and it's not good for your heart if you eat too much licorice. I don't know if anybody's ever died from like overdosing on licorice, but it can put you in the hospital if you eat too much licorice. It's too much volume in too short a period of time. But if you're eating it a little bit at a time, it's absolutely fine. Now, this says fat-free and vegan. I think because they're just going with it because they can. Again, the brand is Wily Wallaby. I have not had this brand of Australian licorice. For some reason, the Australians do licorice better. I mean, just the texture of it, the flavor of it, and everything. And it's much different than the salted licorice that they eat in Scandinavia. So let's see, is this actually from Australia? Let's see, less sugar, fat-free, and absolutely no dairy. I wouldn't think there is dairy in here. I don't know what made people think that. Let's see. Contains a trivial amount of fat. Oh, no fat is trivial. Let's see. Manufactured by Kenny's Candy and Confections. Parham, MN. Is that Minnesota? MN is Minnesota. Unless there's an Australian state that is abbreviated MN. Somebody check that out for me. Is there an Australian state that is abbreviated MN? Because otherwise this is Minnesota, and it's not very Australian at all. Let's see. Anything about Australia? Small objects such as hard and soft candies may be inadvertently become lodged in the throat. Well, yeah, try to swallow it whole. All right, I'm going to say right now it is not from Australia, and they use the Wily Wallaby to make you think it is Australia, or maybe it's at least Australian style licorice. Let's at least say that. Did not know you could OD on licorice. Yeah, you can, Eli. You'd have to eat a lot of it, like a pound of it within an hour or something like that. But you can actually eat too much of it, and it's bad for your heart. So, but if you pace yourself, not a problem. Somebody want to look that up for me about the health hazards? Smells like black licorice. And again, I say black licorice because that's what other people say. Licorice is licorice, right? No, Doodle, I can't imagine this is good for you. I can't imagine it's good for me. Here's a good question. Hang on a second. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. It's going to be a surprise. And let's see, there we go. That should pop up here shortly. It is not there yet. It should. We're doing a poll. In the meantime, let's try this. I didn't ask a question, did I? I did not ask a question. All right, let's ask a question. Oh, this is a good one. The question is, what Christmas dish is made with beef, mutton? Mutton is sheep, but it's adult sheep. It's not lamb. What Christmas dish is made with beef, mutton, raisins, prunes, wine, and spices? Again, the question, what Christmas dish is made with beef, mutton, raisins, prunes, wine, and spices? That goes under the Christmas tree. I scrolled down. Do you guys see the poll? I don't know if you could see that or not. What did I do with the licorice? I didn't want Doodle to eat that. Okay. Right off the bat, I don't know what the brand name is. Maybe it's Panda. The only issue I have with this one is this one kind of has a waxy outside. So for a lot of the soft chew Australian licorice, it's soft and it's soft and chewy, like a Tootsie Roll, like a texture of a Tootsie Roll. But this one almost has like a hard waxy outside on it. Not crazy about that. Jared, you said yes, but I can't remember what the question was. Oh, if it's the poll, just go ahead and answer the poll. If you see it. I don't know if you can see the poll. Now, me, being a licorice connoisseur, I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs in the middle. The reason I'm going to give it a thumbs in the middle is because if they're going for Australian style licorice, it just has that waxy outside. I'm not really crazy about that. That's why it gets a thumbs in the middle. It's not bad. It's probably standard licorice. It is nice in that it's not overly sweet. So as long as they put a lot of extra sugar on there, it's not overly sweet. It still has that strong licorice bite to it. So it's good. But again, thumbs in the middle only because of that kind of waxy outside and everything, which I don't know that most of the Australian licorice I've had before has that. Now, they don't mention Australia, but they put a picture of a kangaroo. Maybe it's a wallaby, not a kangaroo. Picture of a wallaby, and they say Wally Wallaby brand. But they're trying to pull one over on us. It's Australian style. They didn't even say Australian style, but they use Australian words, and they make us think that it's Australian. I guess, what are we going to do? Licorice causes electrolyte imbalances and can cause heart problems. Yeah, Janice, did you look up like how much, like a recommended amount? I didn't see any warnings on here. I would think that they would give you some sort of warning on here. The only warning is small objects such as hard and soft candies may get stuck in your throat, but they don't give you any warning about eating too much of it. Maybe there's not enough in the bag to eat too much of it, but I know that there is a certain amount that they recommend that you don't eat more than. Do you see anything yet? My answer to the poll is hell no. Hell to the nah. I take it you don't like licorice, food taster. I'm a licorice aficionado. If you guys, this was about, I want to say at least 5 or 6 years ago, we did an episode in Paulsbo, Washington. There is a store called Marina Market, and in Marina Market they have this place called the Licorice Shrine, and there is like 5 aisles of nothing but licorice flavored stuff with licorice in it, licorice sticks, Scandinavian salted licorice. Every licorice you could possibly imagine. They had these, aisles and aisles and aisles of licorice. So they're famous for their licorice. This little island in Paulsbo, Washington. You have to take a ferry over. I think the Bainbridge Island ferry from Seattle will take you to Paulsbo. And it's just an amazing little place. But if you like licorice, you have to go to the Licorice Shrine in the Marina Market in Paulsbo, Washington. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Chocolate licorice. Adam, I don't know if I've had chocolate licorice. You know what I do like is the licorice all sorts. So the licorice all sorts it's licorice, but it's made with different kinds of candies. Like some of it is like the core of it's like the, if you remember the Buckeye candies, they had kind of like a hard cream filling, and it had a caramel around the outside of it, and they called them Buckeyes, which I guess is because they look like chestnuts, which chestnuts also get called Buckeyes. So they have those, and then they have the ones with the pastilles. I think that they call them. They have the little candy drops all over them. They have some that have coconut on them. They're like striped. They're like petit fours, and they're kind of striped. But they have, and some are like a good and plenty type of candy with a hard candy shell around it. So they usually mix those together, and they call them licorice all sorts. So you can buy them already bagged. Most places that have bulk candy, you can go in there and buy them. But it's like all different kinds of candy that is licorice flavor, has licorice in it, and things like that. One of the things that always surprised me was Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty, because a lot of times when they make candy that's supposed to be licorice flavored, they use anise for flavoring because anise has a similar flavor but not an exact flavor of it. And I always thought Good and Plenty used an anise flavor instead of a licorice flavor. But they actually use licorice when they for Good and Plenty. So if you buy Good and Plenty, and that licorice flavor is actually licorice. So I can go through a box of that in no time. Hershey sells chocolate licorice. You should try to find some. I will, Adam. I will do that, and we'll put it on one of the upcoming episodes. I don't know if we'll do it on the. I don't know what we have planned for our New Year's live stream. New Year's Day is on Saturday. We may do a New Year's Day episode. We didn't do a Christmas live stream on Christmas Day only because a lot of people are visiting, a lot of people with the families and everything. We didn't want to take away from that. Not that we mind doing it for like 2 or 3 people, but we just wanted everyone to be able to participate in it. So that's why we did it on Sunday, the day after Christmas instead of Christmas Day. But next week, New Year's Day, we might do it on New Year's Day, which is a Saturday. Might do it the day after. Won't do it on New Year's Eve. I'd have to work New Year's Eve. Won't do it on New Year's Eve, but we'll figure something out, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time when we're going to do a New Year's episode. I don't know if we're going to be like overly thematic for New Year's, but we will find chocolate licorice and do it on an upcoming episode. Thank you for the suggestion, Adam. Wish you and the Trips could hang out in person and share a channel called the Tripsy Food. Love hanging out with you and also with them. Y'all, how close, like miles or travel wise, are you? And you're in Edmonton, I think, right? Food Taster. How close are you to? And they're in. I don't think they're in Toronto properly. I think they're near Toronto, in the Toronto area. That's quite a distance, though, isn't it? I think you're in a completely different province. So I don't know how. Winter is a bad time to try to do that. But I need to get to Canada. I need to do some stuff in Canada. So I think at some point in time we will make some sort of trip to Canada and then try to do something, collaboration with the Canadian YouTubers and everything. But I'll let you know. But definitely need to get back. I haven't been to Canada in a few years. All right. So the question was, what Christmas dish is made with beef, mutton, raisins, prunes, wine, and spices? The guesses were, Janice Yamanaka said Christmas pudding. Donna said black licorice can cause diarrhea. It was not an answer to the question, but I missed that one, and it seems kind of important. Bob, REA Junior Music, said mincemeat pie. Was that it? I think that was it. I'm in Calgary. That's about 3 days driving from me to them. Yeah, let's not do. Well, oh, you must be pretty far up, because I know that Toronto is pretty far south in Ontario province. As a matter of fact, they're on the lake, and if you cross the lake, you're in the United States. So I know it's pretty far south. I don't know how far north in Alberta province you are in Calgary. So it might be 3 days. I just know. Yeah, it was probably like 5 days to drive across our country, and about the same as yours, because I think your southern border, our northern border, same length, right? So might wait a long time. We figure something out. We will figure something out. Food Taster TV. So again, question: what Christmas dish is made with beef, mutton, raisins, prunes, wines, and spices? And the guesses were Christmas pudding, mincemeat pie. I think that might be it. I mean, those might be the only guesses. The correct answer is figgy pudding. We want some figgy pudding. We won't go until we get some. The correct answer is figgy pudding. So I can't tell you what the blend is or anything. We never made it ourselves. Maybe sometime we will make it ourselves. But again, the correct answer, figgy pudding. Okay, so that goes back in the deck. Let's see. I think we went through all our holiday folklore. We did. That's it. That's it on that. So here's what I'm going to do. We've come to our Let's Do Something Stupid section of our live stream. So we're going to do something stupid. But before we do something stupid, we're going to read another trivia question. And our question is, wow, I did not know meat was in figgy pudding. Yeah, well, the thing about the the UK's version of pudding, which is very different than ours. So we think of pudding as like chocolate pudding, banana pudding, vanilla pudding. We think of it like Jello pudding. But in the UK, pudding can mean a whole bunch of different things, like black pudding, which is basically made from pork blood. And then there's Yorkshire pudding, which is more like a popover. So pudding is like something that's served with the meal, and it's really, really loose as to what that actually means. So that's why when you say pudding, it can have meat in it, it can have sweet stuff in it. It's a whole variety of things. It could be like a bread, a popover, a bakery item, or something like that. So pudding in the UK means a whole bunch of different things. It's not as clearly as defined as in the US. So hope that helps, PPV Fire God. But pudding is also a general term for dessert. Yeah, that's what I figured. Something along those lines. It's a dessert, but not necessarily a dessert again, because like I said, Yorkshire pudding is not a dessert. It's served with roast dinner, Sunday roast dinner. So, go figure. And black pudding is served for breakfast. There you go. What is the name of the Swedish Christmas buffet? Again, and I don't mean the buffet like, hey, let's drive out to the Swedish Christmas buffet. No, when they have a buffet at Christmas time in Sweden, what do they call their Swedish Christmas buffet? So we'll put that in there. And now we're going to do something stupid, because it's Christmas time. That's when you do stupid things at Christmas time, right? That's what we do. So, plate, nog. That just keeps on tasting good. All right, let's see. Let us use, at the bottom of that, a piece of our Walmart fruitcake. I have to cut that. Walmart fruitcake, that goes on the bottom. Then I think we're going to take a piece of our habanero heat bacon. This is like Christmas, all the presents on one plate. All right, here we go. Let's cut that around the same size. Allegedly habanero bacon. All right, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Sweet tamale or a sweet tamale or the beef and pork tamale. Which one? Which one should I use? Leave it up to you guys. Somebody throw it out there. I'll take the first one that comes out there. Some eggnogs takes very different density cause of too much cloves in it. Yeah, I didn't put any cloves in here at all because basically I looked up for recipes for eggnog, and none of the recipes I looked up had cloves in it. So I didn't put cloves in it because there were none in the recipes. So sweet. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. And PPV, I did promise I would put the first one out there. Janice says beef and pork. She likes to live dangerously. Definitely like dentist stuff. Well, okay, so we got 3 sweets and 1 beef and pork. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put both. I'm going to do both. All right, here we go. So here's our sweet one. Here's our beef and pork. Oh my God, I'm not gonna get my face around this. All right, here's our chili and garlic olives. I think we're only gonna fit 1 on there. I'm gonna have to stick it into the, nope, there it goes. That's okay. Here's what we're looking at so far. Ah! I should have known that was gonna happen. It's just falling all over the place. All right, that's what we got so far, and we're still maybe halfway there. Here is our Tillamook Country Smoker 0 Sugar Smoked Sausage. Just break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Put that alongside there. See, what am I missing? Travis D is not. I mean, not Travis D. It's not a rapper. All right. We got that. I think that's everything. Oh, kind of have to. I'm going to cut it in half, though. I don't know. I'm anticipating thumbs down. That's just me, though. I did hear about that, Janice. Everyone makes a big deal out of that. I did not, again, because I was making goat nog, and Brogier doesn't make a goat nog. I did not get that, but they have good milk too. I imagine. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're the ones that did the Huell Hauser milk. Like they put his picture on the milk bottle and everything. Huell Hauser, because I think Huell Hauser had visited the factory where they bottle the milk. They come in those bottles, traditional milk bottles. In places where you have like a bottle bill, where you have a deposit on a bottle, the deposit on a milk bottle is like $2. So you do want to rinse that out afterwards and bring it back because it's $2 deposit on that. And when I say $2, it doesn't mean you get $2 back from the price. It's like they add the $2 to the price of the milk. So you definitely want to get that back after. Look at that. Is that the most amazing looking thing that you've ever seen in your life? No, it is not. It is not the most amazing. It is the most horrifying thing. We're going to try to eat this. We're going to figure out how we're going to try to eat this. This is not going to fit in my mouth. This is bizarre. This is crazy. This is crazy. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not going to do it anyway. Here we go. Olive. Olive is the taste that you get immediately. Olive. How olive kills the taste of licorice is beyond me. You're right, food taster Didier. It looks like an amuse-bouche, or in this case, an amuse-douche. Okay, that bacon tastes good in there. And eat the other half. The amazing thing about this, the flavors don't blend. You get pockets of flavor. I forgot this. There's one on the floor there somewhere. Maybe. So the thing about this is, it's not horrible. Because maybe, it's just me thinking here, maybe there's so many flavors going on here that they don't have to blend. That you're just getting pockets of flavor and everything. Some things come out here, some things come out there. There's nothing that's really like offends everything else. Not like you have a sardine in there or anything. It's amazing that the licorice, the olives, you taste the licorice, everything adds flavor to it. It's just like I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's not terrible. It's not awful. It's just like a jumble of flavors. It's like imagine you put something in a blender. You're going to get those flavors. There's something's going to clash in there, but it's not like it's blended. It's like little bits of different things, and then with each bite, you get different pockets of flavor and everything. It's weird. It's odd, but it's not terrible. It's also not amazing. It's not like a dish I'd want to put together on a regular basis. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a thumbs in the middle. A thumbs in the middle. It's not horrible. I ate 2 bites of it. I didn't have to. It's not horrible. It ends with the licorice. So licorice is the flavor that you end with. That's the flavor at the end of it. But I think the fruitcake came in early. The olives came in immediately. The bacon was in there. Everything was represented. But it wasn't horrible. It wasn't terrible. So yeah, thumbs in the middle. And not even trending down, just in the middle. It's like it's an okay thing. There's no practical reason to ever make this, ever. So there we go. Yeah, I would not do it again, but there we go. We did ask a question, though, and our question was, what is the name of the Swedish Christmas buffet? Were there any answers? Yes, Bob Agnon, Bob, REA Junior Music said, Yule board, a Christmas smorgasbord. Let's see. Were there any other ones? Oh, yeah, Janice Yamanaka said Yule board. These look like the only two guesses. The correct answer was, in fact, Yule board. You are both actually correct. If you want an idea of what a, not necessarily Swedish, but a Danish smorgasbord is like, we did an episode in Solvang, in Solvang, California. We did a Solvang, California episode where we went to the Red Viking restaurant that has smorgasbord. And so you get an idea of the kind of stuff that's in the smorgasbord. That's just like a regular year-round thing. And then you could just imagine that at Christmas time, add more Christmassy dishes to that. So so if you want to kind of see what a Scandinavian smorgasbord is like, we do have an episode there. I think it was specifically a Solvang, California episode. I think I'd have to go back and take a look, but yeah, it gives you an idea. Looks like those fans. Oh, okay. I thought there was more stuff after that. Janice said, yeah, they did put Hule's picture up. Probably was it after he died, Janice? For those of you who are not from California, you may or may not know who Huell Hauser was. I'm sure if you watched PBS, depending on where you watched it, they may have carried his show on in other parts of the country. But he was from California, and his show is called California Gold. And he traveled around California. He tried different foods, went to different restaurants, went to festivals, went to these little towns and everything. And Huell was a definite personality unto his own. He had unmistakable voice. I think he was from Kentucky, and so he would do so like welcome to this episode of California Gold. That's kind of how he talked. So if you've probably seen him, you would recognize that accent. But the thing was, he was a very, very intelligent man. He died a few years ago. He was a very, very intelligent man, but he always would kind of like dumb things down for the people watching. So like, in other words, even though he was very, very intelligent, he wouldn't talk above anybody's level and everything. He kind of dumbed it down for everybody. So the thing was, like, he would be amazed at the littlest things. Like he would say, so you're telling me that this is a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen and it makes water? That's amazing. That's the kind of thing. So he was fun to watch, but he was also informative, and it was cool watching him. So he was definitely a California treasure. But again, he passed on. If you get a chance to watch a series like on any channel that might have it, if you see California Gold, check it out. It's fun to watch. I always imagine myself, especially when I'm doing the road trips and stuff, I always imagine myself like a little Guy Fieri, a little Huell Hauser, a little Andrew Zimmern, I was going to say a little Anthony Bourdain, but I try not to be a jerk. So, in case he was kind of a jerk. But most people say, oh, it's just an act. That's just the way he was. It's sort of like, who's the chef that yells at everybody? Are you crazy? That's wrong. What's his name? The chef. You guys know. They put his picture on the bottle before he died. He actually loved their milk. I think he was from Tennessee. Yeah, I knew it was like Tennessee or Kentucky, one of those. I am a big Rick Steves fan as well. Eli, apparently Rick Steves is a bit of a stoner. So I did not know that, but following his Twitter feed, Rick's a bit of a stoner. I actually met Rick Steves at a travel show in Long Beach, California. Really nice guy. But yeah, he has a more subdued delivery. So I enjoy his show, but I can take it in small doses because it kind of like he might say that this is where the it sounds like, it's like very, very calming voice, but at the same time it's like you can kind of go like okay, and get tired of it pretty quickly. But do like it. Thank you, Liquid X. I say thank you, Liquid X. This is the first thing Liquid X says in the entire room. Either that or you said something earlier and I missed it. And I missed the fact that you're on the stream. So welcome, Liquid X, and thank you for letting me know that it was Gordon Ramsay. And thank you for taking part of your holiday season to join us on Trippy Food on our live stream. Hell's Kitchen Chef. Yes, Food Taster TV. Gordon Ramsay. Liquid X is correct. But I see I have a bunch of Christmas trivia questions, and I don't know if you guys want me to. I will throw those in on our regular episodes. The Christmas trivia questions. Need to get them out there, I guess. Maybe next week for our New Year's episode, our New Year's live stream. Maybe we'll do that. We'll throw some of the Christmas trivia that's left out there. Again, I will let you know probably midweek which day we're going to do it. It's going to be either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which day. If it's Saturday, if it's New Year's Day, we will talk quietly so that you don't get a headache from our hangover or anything. Applying for a new job while listening in on the stream. Oh, well, good luck. Let us know how you do. Maybe you'll have a very happy New Year. That would be good. But I want to thank you all for taking part of your holiday to join us today. Again, that is the gift that keeps on giving. The gift that I enjoy all year round is you guys, is the community that we've built. Be sure to check out the other channels of the people like Janice and Tom and Food Taster TV. Check out their channels. They have awesome channels. And be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the videos. If you don't know who some of them are, just go to our, and even some more recent ones like Wander Wisely and Fine Dining. Just go to, and of course, Reckless Eating, who joined us today. Happy New Year, Reckless Eating. Go to our YouTube page, and on our YouTube page, you'll see featured, I think it's called Featured Channels, and under Featured Channels, there's all the ones there. Be sure to check them out. Be sure to visit their channels. Be sure to check out their videos. Be sure to like the videos, and be sure to subscribe to them. And when you subscribe, click on the little bell, because the bell will send you a notification whenever they come out with a new video or they're going to do a live stream, etc. I would not ask you to watch these channels. I would not recommend these channels to you if I didn't think that they were great channels. And Rob Switch, who joined us today, has his own channel. Check out Rob Switch as well. So yeah, definitely do that. That would be your Christmas present to them, to help them out, and hope you enjoy that. But we still have a little bit of the Christmas season left, or the holiday season left, and I just want you all to be careful and to take good care of yourselves and to have a warm, wonderful, and safe rest of your holiday. I thank you for joining us, but please be careful because it's crazy out there. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.